Hey everybody, I'm David, and it has been a while since my last mailbag video. As you can see, I'm in a brand new recording space. I'm about to get back to posting videos on YouTube, a brand new video schedule, where on this channel I'm going to try to post a new mailbag video every Monday, and on my main channel, Dr. S4, I'm going to try to post a new tutorial and informational type videos every Tuesday, and a new music video on Thursdays. So I thought it would be a really cool way to test out this recording area by doing a brand new mailbag video. There's still some quirky stuff going on. I still don't have the audio worked out, so we're using the audio on my camera, so I apologize if that sounds weird. I'm also getting over a cold, so I sound like I'm pitching my nose. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I'll be better by next week. Then I'm probably going to move some posters around and put some ocarinas up, or I don't even know yet. I just threw posters up for this video. But anyway, I have a huge pile of mail from this whole past year that I really need to get to. So I'm going to try to get to as many letters as I can today, and then just squeeze in as many letters every single week that I can until I'm all caught up to the current day. So today's first letter is from Miranda in Sibyllsville, Maryland, and she included a perler bead heart, which is really cool. Actually looks really cool with the lighting. And she writes, "Hi David, what's up? I have a couple questions for you. 1. I have a 12-hole bass ocarina from STL. I like it a lot, but the high notes are terrible. They sound very airy. Do you have a solution?" Well, bass ocarinas and alto C ocarinas are very different when it comes to the high notes. For alto C ocarinas, all you have to do is something called the acute bend, which is where you tilt down a little bit with the ocarina so that it's parallel with your chest. And that technique is only particular to the alto C ocarina. For bass ocarinas, it's actually an intonation issue where it requires so much air in a bass and larger ocarinas that you have to actually focus your air more to get it over that stream and filling up the whole ocarina. So what you could do is you can experiment with how you blow the air. So what you can imagine is like a straw inside your mouth, and what you're going to do is you're going to focus the air coming out of your lips, not on the outside but on the inside when you blow. So it's going to feel like a really strong stream on your hand. I would also make sure that you're playing in tune with a tuner or with a keyboard. Just if it's a C bass ocarina, hit the high D on a keyboard and then blow that. See how much air you're using, and then E and then F, and then focus that bit of air pressure that's coming out of your mouth, and it should clear up. It should clear up those high notes for you. Second, in the Bad Apple Tahoe cover, I hope I said that right, where did you get your triple ocarina? I've looked on STL and Songbird but didn't find it. I like it a lot, so much that I've already started saving up to buy it. That was actually a double ocarina, and it was my Moprom Alto C, which are unfortunately discontinued, but they sound incredible. They're very difficult to find on eBay, and but when they do go on eBay, they are very expensive. Sometimes they've gone for $300 to $400 just for a double ocarina. But it's because they sound so good, and unfortunately the maker just had to retire from making them. If you really like that sound, an ocarina that I think is very similar is the Forte double from Focalink, or Stein ocarina. I'll put a link in the description from where you can get them. You can get it from sombrerocarina.com or from steinocarina.com. But they're incredible. The breath pressure is similar. They're a little bit heavier than the Moprom, but I think they're pretty on par. And then she added at the end, "I really love watching Doc Jazz 4, 5, and 6, which 6 is retired. It's helped me learn a lot about ocarinas. I have 3. I hope I can become an epic oc player like you. Enjoy the Wind Waker tab and Twilight Princess Piece of Heart." She also included a tab of the Wind Waker theme. Thank you, Miranda. This next letter is from Dylan in Bryan, Ohio, and he did a very cool drawing on the back of a Zelda treasure chest, which is awesome. And he writes, "Dear David, I would like to thank you for Oc Talk. Within 1 day of owning my ocarina, I've learned several songs and mastered 5 of them completely. Since I've gotten a 12-hole, it really helps that I play a recorder already, but most of my progress rests within your videos. What other instruments do you play? Again, thank you for Oc Talk. God bless you." There's a couple videos where I've shown all the instruments that most of the instruments that I can play. There's a cover of the Star Wars Ewok ending theme from Return of the Jedi, and I play a bunch of instruments in that. I also did a cover of a Coldplay song where I played a bunch of instruments, but to answer your question more directly, I play guitar, keyboard, ukulele. I'm a singer, which this is like the worst time to be singing because of the cold. I play percussion, a little bit of the drums, some other wind instruments like recorder, penny whistle, a little bit of the concert flute. My main instruments are voice and ocarina, but I love playing a variety of instruments. I'm very blessed that I could just pick up a lot of the simple instruments and just start playing them. Speaking of a lot of instruments, he also included a drawing of a bunch of instruments on the back, which I played a couple of them except for the pan flute, although I do have a pan flute. Dylan, thank you so much for the question and the awesome drawings. Whoops. Very, very cool. This next letter is from Andrew in Sugar Land, Texas, which I don't think is too far away from me. On the back it says, "Do do do do, you got a letter. Press A to open it during a video." It looks like he sent me some Pokemon energy cards. And Andrew has a couple questions. His first question is, what is your favorite ocarina? That was a very good question. I already mentioned it earlier in the video, but the ocarinas that I've played the most are definitely my Mop realms, not just a double, but also my single Mop realm ocarina. And then I also have an Akita Soprano C, which I don't use a whole lot, but it's one of my favorite ocarinas. It has a great sound. It's very difficult to get in the US. I also have a beautiful Forte triple in white matte finish, which is a very pretty, very expensive ocarina, and her name is Bianca, which if you speak Italian, that makes sense to you. But I'm always playing a bunch of different ocarinas. I have so many different ocarinas for different occasions and different styles of playing, so I have a bunch of favorites. Those are the 3 or 4 that I mainly use, but there's just so many ocarinas that I could just go on and on about. Second question, how long have you been playing the ocarina? Technically since about 2000. I got my first ocarina from Nintendo Power Magazine, which was actually through Songbird Ocarina, who I'm good friends with today. And I played it off and on. I memorized a bunch of Zelda music back then, and that's all I played for a while. And then I started to figure out a couple other songs before I broke it, which I only had it for 2 weeks. And then a couple months later, I'd saved up enough money to replace it and get some more, get 2 more ocarinas from Songbird Ocarina. And well, I said both pronunciations in that sentence, ocarina and ocarina. I'm trying to lean more towards ocarina because I think that's the more appropriate way to say it, but it's either or, so I'll flip back and forth between those two. So I saved up and I got those 2 ocarinas, and and then I kind of put them down for a while. I picked them up occasionally whenever I saw them on a shelf or in a box. I didn't get seriously back into it until 2006 when I got my first 12-hole ocarina from Spencer Register, and I spent about $250 on that one, and my mom actually told me, if you're gonna spend that much on an instrument, you better start sharing it with as many people as you can. So I started practicing with it, started posting on YouTube, and just was all downhill from there. And his last question, and most epically written in this letter, is, what is your favorite Pokemon? I'm gonna stick with my childhood favorite, which was Geodude, mainly because I was really into electric and rock. So my second favorite would probably be Jolteon, the Eevee evolution, which is a very cool looking little Pokemon. But there's so many different Pokemon today. I have X and Y, or I have X from my 3DS, but I still only know like the first maybe 300 Pokemon or so. So I see a new Pokemon in that game and I'm like, what did I just run into? This is the weirdest thing. There's a Chandelier Pokemon, I think. That's kind of weird. But Andrew, thank you so much for your questions and your letter and the Pokemon energy cards. I have so many Pokemon cards now, I don't even know what to do with them. Send me Skittles. Send me Wild Berry Skittles if you feel like sending me something. Because I have just like so many Pokemon cards from all these letters. I love Skittles. Speaking of sending something, I have this package from Steve, which he sent me a while back as well, and I've been really wanting to show what he sent me because it's pretty incredible. Steve actually made this, which is amazing. It says my name with an ocarina of time. And he writes, "Dear David, I would like to say a big thank you for sharing your musical passion and ocarina talent with so many people. You are truly an inspiration. I've enjoyed watching your instructional and performance videos on YouTube, and I have learned so much. My son and I are both learning to play the ocarina, and you were very instrumental, no pun intended, in getting us started. Your album, Leave Luck to Heaven, has been a real favorite of ours, and it keeps us both inspired as we continue on our own musical journey. For all of that and more, I thank you. I wanted to present you with a special gift that I had designed and created for you in my workshop. I've enjoyed woodworking for several years and thought this would be something that you might enjoy. Thank you for sharing your faith, your gifts, and your talents, David. have been truly blessed by them. Peace, Steve. Steve, thank you so much, and I'm so happy to know that you and your son are both enjoying the album and the videos, and I'm going to equally enjoy checking this out, whatever I need to know at the time. So thank you very much. Thank you all very much once again for watching this video and then just watching all my videos and your support all this year. This year was an incredible roller coaster ride. I had so much fun meeting many of you on the road, and I'm also planning some concert dates next year as well. So you can check out my website and my social networks for that. I also wanted to let you guys know about a couple contests that are happening right now. If you didn't have a chance to see the huge Ocarina collab we did this year with 70 Ocarina players from around the world, there'll be a link probably here, so you can check that out. But at the end of that video, I talked about a new contest from the people in Boudreaux who are organizing the Ocarina Festival. They're also doing a documentary on the history of the Ocarina, and they're doing a contest in sync with that, where they're trying to find a 7th Ocarina player to join an ensemble at the Ocarina Festival next year in Boudreaux. Whether or not you'd like to partake in that contest, give their Facebook page a like for more information and just some really cool tidbits about Ocarina history and events that are coming up. Songbird Ocarina is also currently holding a contest for Holiday Spirit. All you have to do is record yourself playing the holiday song on your Songbird Ocarina to enter to win a gift card valued between $25 and $100 based on how much holiday spirit you can squeeze into your video. There'll be a link to a post on Facebook with more information about that, and that should be a lot of fun. You can have other people play the ocarina with you, or other instruments, or dancing, or just be in like a holiday setting, like by your fireplace, or in the snow, or by your Christmas tree. That's just going to be a whole lot of fun, so check that one out. And then to celebrate reaching 1,000 subscribers on my Instagram page, I'm also holding a giveaway on that. I'll put a link in the description to the Instagram post with more information about that. So if you guys have an Instagram, and if you're following me, you guys probably already seen the post already. But if not, and if you do have an Instagram, go follow me and check out that contest information. Thank you to everybody who sent me a letter this year. I promise I'm going to try to get to it as quickly as possible. I'm really excited to see what you guys send in the mail. If you'd like to send me something else, my P.O. box is right here somewhere, and I look forward to getting more of your stuff and Skittles. Please send me Skittles. Thanks, guys.